Hey Taurus, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is our daily reading for July 27th. Let's see what's going on with Taurus. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep seeing these videos in your feed. And thank you to all of you who have been interacting with the videos. I can't do it without you. The heart of your reading, we've got the Seven of Pentacles. So you've been tending your metaphorical garden, making sure that something in your life has all the conditions that it needs to grow and flourish, and you believe that it will eventually lead to a positive result, something specific that you want to get out of this. Your challenge is the Eight of Swords in reverse. You may be considering a lot of different possibilities pertaining to like how you go about feeding this thing in your life. I think you keep switching up your routine or your approach to the tending of this garden, and you're not locked in enough, like you don't feel confident enough about any one single way to like crystallize that as the way that you think it should be. It seems like you've gotten involved in this without first determining how you wanted to do it. What's the focus for Taurus? King of Swords. Okay, so you're soliciting the advice of others. You are trying to figure out what you don't know. You're already directly addressing the challenge here, so you're right on track. King of Swords understands that there's an important decision. He needs more knowledge. He knows where to get the information, and he's in process of doing that. Show me the recent past. What led up to this for Taurus? The Three of Wands in reverse and the Fool at the bottom of the deck. It tells me that you had been sort of waiting around for someone else to do this or handle it, and eventually you got sick and tired of waiting and you decided to jump in and try it yourself. Like, heck, I don't know how to do this, but how hard can it be? Show me the crowning energy is the Empress in reverse. This is, I think, a willingness to apply yourself in some area of life that you had previously thought only people who are much, much better at it would even try this. This is you deciding, even though I don't see myself as the expert or experienced enough or fill in the blank, something enough. You don't think that this is something that you should be involving yourself in until you have more experience in something. But you're doing it anyway. You're discovering that it is possible to do it, I don't know, your own way or learn on the fly. That you don't have to wait for some imaginary level of expertise or perfection in order to get involved with this part of life. And I think a lot of you are realizing that the people who have gone before you and done this thing that represents this garden that you're tending, I think you're realizing that they don't have as much previous experience or expertise as you thought they did. It would be like having a vague notion that anyone who has like a backyard garden has grown up on a farm and or read the entire Farmer's Almanac cover to cover, or studied in college about agricultural engineering, and you're like, oh, I don't know, it sounds like a good idea to have a backyard garden, but I probably don't know enough. I would probably have to be the Empress in order to do that. And then you start to realize, oh wait, people who are doing it now just bought some dirt and seeds and jumped in. Some of them, right? Maybe I can do that too. In the near future, we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is the Earth Mother. Someone who does not have a green thumb, starting to garden. Now, I know it's not gardening for all of you. This is a metaphor. I can only give one interpretation or so for each reading. So the garden is representing something in your life that you are nurturing. You're putting work, effort, money into this, and you're waiting to see what it's going to turn into and how it will turn out. You think it will benefit you in some way. Queen of Pentacles in reverse is you. It's like that reflection of the Empress energy in a very hands-on, tangible sense of, okay, I'm doing this. You're doing it for yourself, even though I don't feel qualified. I don't feel like I know what I'm doing. Show me surprise energy. What is going to impact the situation that Taurus doesn't see coming? Ace of Cups. Well, whatever it is that you're working on could be very attractive to someone. They could really admire you and your gumption, your willingness to jump in and do something new. And that could prompt them to reach out to you and say, hey, I really admire what you're doing. Can I come spend some time with you? Maybe they just want to learn how you're going about your gardening, and they love gardening and they want to share that with you. Maybe they admire you personally or some characteristics that you're exhibiting through this behavior, and like it could be a neighbor of yours, and they saw you gardening and they want to talk to you about it. Like, wow, you seem like a cool person. I want to get to know you better. Another ace for your hopes and fears. We have the Ace of Wands. I think whatever activity you're engaging in isn't something that you have a burning desire to do. You might be just doing it for fun or to help someone else or out of a practical need that you have. And you're hoping that you will become more passionate about it. For whatever reason, I'm getting that you feel like your hobbies should be things that spark joy or that you feel strongly about. And right now, I don't think you feel super strongly about whatever it is that you're doing. Like, you're interested, you're in it, you want to do it as well as you can and get a good outcome. But you'd have a lot more fun doing it if it aligned more closely with your passions. The end result is the Six of Swords. So you're going to end up making a significant shift in how you are tending this garden. You could determine that you have everything in planter buckets and they need to be moved to raised garden beds. And that's not a safe situation for your garden, and you need to alter it somehow or make a big overhaul so that it can be safe and well tended, and it still has the possibility of yielding good results. I think since you jumped into this activity not knowing a lot about it, there could be this major change in switching up the environment of the thing that you are working on. It doesn't feel like you're going to need to remove yourself from your present situation. like I would typically see with the Six of Swords. What advice do we have for Taurus? The Moon in reverse. Yeah, you walk down the unknown path far enough and you start to learn it, I don't know, through experience. Your instincts develop, your eyes adjust. This metaphor of I'm gonna go do this thing that I don't know is like the path in the Moon card. In life, proceeding in a direction that you're completely unfamiliar with can happen by choice, or you can be forced into it by external circumstances. In this case, I think it's something that you chose. It's represented by this Seven of Pentacles, this thing that you are investing in or nurturing in some way, tending to. You want it to grow and prosper and bring something beneficial into your life. But you didn't know how to do it. You're like, okay, I'm going to take off in this direction, representing a life path, and I'm going to see what happens. The reversal of this energy is the point at which you are far enough down that path that you're not worried about the metaphorical darkness that represents the things you don't know. You know how to figure out the stuff you don't know. You're already in that mindset with the King of Swords. I feel like this is perhaps an encouragement to do more things like this. Adopt this attitude across the board in life. Be willing to branch out into new things more often. Because look, now you have proof that you can learn along the way. It could also just be encouragement to keep going because recognize how much better you are at it now than when you started, and that progress is only going to continue to snowball. So Taurus, I hope that helped. Have a great day, and I'll see you back tomorrow. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful and you'd like a personal reading, click this link in the description box below and consider becoming a channel member for access to exclusive, members-only readings and live streams.